Alright, so here we are. And like I said, let's get the next weapon, the plasma coil. And let's see. I think we can replace the bouncer for now with the plasma coil. And hopefully we can get the other weapons upgraded soon. Now if I can remember when I last played this a long time ago, I think this planet is similar to the desert planet where you have to kind of explore the area. So I'm assuming I have to explore the ice fields as well. So I think I can see crystals like right there. So we'll see if this is another place to gather resources. But for now,
You need the Hypnomatic here. Once you've found all of its parts, you'll have to go to another planet to have it assembled.
okay. So it looks like we have to return here with the hypnotizer. So I guess that's another thing for me to keep note of. I think it would be great to finish that side, let's say, task. Okay, and I think that's gonna be it, and we're gonna see what we're gonna encounter. Oh. I thought that's gonna activate a cutscene. My bad. But here are these crystals I was referring to earlier. So as you can see with the plasma coil, you launch a small electric projectile. And it has a shock effect similar to the shock mods. So I'm just gonna quickly return to the vendor to get some more ammo for this. I think it's a little unfortunate that its damage output is kind of weak against these stronger opponents. And I guess while I'm at it, just get the spider glove as well. So let's also equip that. Let's just replace the seeking gun. But anyway, I'm just gonna check the map to see where we can go from here. So I think we just have to explore this area. And I think the cave to the left should be going to the main mission. But I think they're gonna tell me I need to do something first.
Oh, man! It won't budge.
Violence is not the answer.
Can you move this rock, sir?
I am able.
And?
Patience, young one. For the rock to move, the forces of the universe must align.
So, can we make these forces align a little faster?
Ah, yes. The holistic resonance of Moonstones may yet guide these wayward forces.
Okay, so you just have to collect the Moonstones, which you just need 9. So for the spider bot, as you can see, just control a small robot and I just ignite it like that. And I was hoping I would have spawned some enemies. Looks like it still doesn't deal enough damage to even kill these, I don't know, bear things. So it's gonna be a bit of a struggle to upgrade these weapons quickly. So we'll collect these crystals first, return back to the vendor, refill on ammo, and quickly run back here, because I do want to get some XP from this little excursion. Surprised there's not a lot of hits done against those polar bear things. But they did give a lot of XP, which is great. So I'm gonna have this equipped and hopefully I'll do some, let's say, passive damage to damage these people. So then I don't have to waste too much ammo. Now we got the meteor gun. So I think the meteor gun's okay. Kinda shoots small bursts of lava rocks, or I guess meteors as the name implies. But I think we can just leave it there for now, because now we have enough to continue the main mission. I am using a lot of bolts just to refill everything again. But luckily, we do get a decent amount of bolts from doing whatever we want here. I'm just gonna quickly check. So there are bridges here. Then you can cross to go into other areas of this place. And so I'm not gonna go out of my way to look into that, but maybe another time, we'll see.
Oh, yes. Your arrival with the Moonstones is most fortuitous, for it is in this very moment that I am able to move the rock.
Gee, what a coincidence.
Thank you, sir. That was most helpful.
Your gratitude is comforting, child. I have also found a piece of something called a Hypnomatic. You may have it in exchange for more Moonstones.
Wait, I thought you had no need for material possessions.
Please, do not lay your burdens upon me now. I am weary from lifting the rock, and I must rest.
Okay, so I guess this is the place where you get the last Hypnomatic part. So I think what we'll do is that we'll finish this main mission and then get the Hypno part right after. And here we go with the glider. Again, I'll mention that I'm not a huge fan of doing this bit, because the glider is kind of sensitive. To me, it looks like you can just use the grind boots on the railing, but you kind of have to jump to get to this area, but oh well. So as I said, it's a little sensitive, and that was a pretty tight space, but give me some time and I'll make it there eventually. Okay, finally made it. I guess I just crashed at the very last bit, which is a little unfortunate. But now we have to mess with the infiltrator. Now I was about to say I was completely vulnerable. I was gonna take a bit of a risk here to see if the sheep eater can work. Just a little bit. And maybe it could be a little easier if there's only one opponent. I know this is worth the risk, but let's say we can stay behind this doorway, send out the spider bot. You have 30 seconds, so deal some damage and then do it again. So at least I managed to destroy some of them. I also didn't know that if you can make contact, it also blows it up. I might as well just use up all the ammo for this weapon. And then transform the last one into a sheep. I don't know where I got damaged there. Yes, you can't touch the enemies. Unless this... yeah, not what to say. Let's attack this one through the gate. Still takes a couple of hits to defeat these opponents. At the very least, we have a lot of health, so I can afford to do a little bit of reckless fighting. There we go, now we got the black sheepinator. So I have no clue what it does yet. Okay. I also forgot that the next one is 1 million. I would have thought it would have been at least 500,000, but that's like the peak armor you can get in this game, if I can remember, especially in my New Game Plus. But anyway, we're probably not gonna get that by the end of the game. Hopefully could get the other one though. But this one's probably take some time, so give me a few minutes to kind of figure this out. Or never mind. So I think what I just did was activate the, I guess, water supply so I can make those makeshift bridges. So now I can go across to the other side. I think by the looks of it, we can just meet Angela soon. But we can also just quickly go into these extra areas. I was really hoping that would have hit it. I also didn't want to jump forward, but it went forward instead of backward. So probably going to be using a lot of bolts just to simply refill all the weaponry. But that's okay. And I'm just checking again, because there is a high chance to get to Angela. We probably need to finish the hypnotizer, and that's probably what we're gonna do. Because that's what I'm assuming what the other objective is. Yeah, I was really hoping for good timing with that, but probably not. So I think at this point, kind of get the point of what I'm trying to do. So I think I will just cut to some key points of this little excursion, get the final Hypnomatic part, return back here, and go back to the previous planet to get the upgrade. So give me some time. Alright. So it took a while. Well, actually it didn't really, but kind of just journeyed into the edges of the area for a moment. Changed my layout, my weapon layout just a bit. Just so, because I run out of ammo quite quickly. So what I'm going to do is bring back the Shipinator, just to kind of showcase it a little bit longer, because I'm kind of curious what does the black sheep does. I also got a little bit extra just so I could have gone more extra bolts from buying the vendor, but I didn't make it, so here we go.
Hello? We've got more Moonstones.
No, you have not.
What?
Existence is a lie. Sensations are illusions. Possessions are merely visions.
All right, I've got an illusion of some Moonstones. I'll trade it for a vision of that Hypnomatic part.
You have learned much, young one. Now bring me more Moonstones, and riches shall be your reward.
Okay. So we just got enough Moonstones, and gonna now go back to the other planet to get the Hypnomatic together. So here we go. But here we go.
Use it wisely! Do not even think about it.
To use the Hypnomatic, target a receiver bot and press circle to take control of the robot.
Okay. So before we do that, I'm gonna put in my quick select. So we have that ready for the next area. So I'm fully aware that I have a timer. And jumping into water will destroy the bot. But I think maybe they don't let me... Yeah, I'm assuming they don't let me kind of make my own checkpoints. But that's just a quick, let's say, trial run. And that's kind of just a taste of using it. Now I was hoping it would have given me an opportunity to go in or do something. But there we go, that's the hypnotizer. So now that we will turn back to Angela's planet and complete that other area, which again I am assuming that is where we will find Angela. If not, at least we got that side objective done in a few minutes. It wasn't really going out of my way, so that's completely fine. Okay. So for the hypnotizer that I remember is, other than attack, you can transfer, say, the consciousness to other bots to extend your runtime, and I'm going to show it right now.
This receiver bot has a blaster attack. Press circle to shoot enemies. To exit the robot, press triangle.
Kinda missed the button there. So I don't think it's a good idea to bum rush this per se. It's kinda better just to get through it. Because that camera angle was kind of hard to see where I was going. So I had to take a few hits there, that's fine. Kind of also have to make quick decisions. Now what I'm gonna assume, once I find my bearings here, so you're supposed to freeze the water afterward. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything in particular. Maybe not. Or I guess you don't have to freeze the water if you don't want to. I guess it's a good opportunity to use the spider bot for a few moments. Again, it's not very useful, but it's useful enough to at least get some stealth kills. So now we can access this little ship here that kind of just helps us travel through the ice fields a bit easier. I don't think I need it. I think I just have to go inside the building. Just before I do, we're just gonna give a quick look around.
Hey, nice digs.
Yeah, it's a little remnant from my previous life.
You were reincarnated?
No, my Megacorp days. They've got a very generous bonus package.
Right. So now that you've got your ID badge, how do we take out the Protopet?
Watch this.
Mommy, where do Protopets come from?
Why, they come from Megacorp, dear.
That's right, Mrs. Robot. All of the Protopets in the galaxy come from right here, in our factory. Your little friend is lovingly extracted from the original Protopet. Each Protopet is given a name and birth certificate that is unique. Our training system helps mold your pet into a wonderful friend that you'll cherish forever. So the next time your child asks,
Mommy, where do Protopets come from?
you can answer with confidence. They come from Megacorp.
That factory is using the original Protopet to produce all the others.
Exactly. If we can take out the original Protopet, that'll shut him down permanently.
20% off a complete service at Groovy Lube?
Oops. Wrong one. This will deactivate the door to the Protopet duplication area. I'll meet you there.
Sure you want to split up?
Well, Megacorp's orbital defenses are nasty. With 2 ships, there's a good chance at least one of us will get through.
Good thinking. Just be careful.
Right.
Okay. So I think, if I can remember, this might be the end game. Just assuming so. So what I'm gonna do now is I think I want to take care of these last few things that I wanted to do before concluding the game, or at least, like I said, assuming that this is the last thing to do. Also did not expect them to get up here. Kinda looks like it's implied I could have made it up here without going through the factory, but oh well. But as I was saying, I'm gonna try to, I guess, do the 2 unfinished business that I want to take care of, which is again going back to Metropolis, doing the infiltrator, as well as doing the impossible challenge at the Megacorp Games. I think other than that, there's nothing else I really want to do before finishing the playthrough. So let's just jump right into it and see if this is endgame. Okay, made it back. Took a few minutes, so I had to backtrack all the way back here. So let's see if it was worth going out of my way to use the infiltrator and unlocking this door. So this puzzle's gonna take a while, but let's see. Hey, there we go. And it was a health upgrade, honestly. That's not too bad, but I still wanted something a bit better. But better than nothing, I suppose. So we'll just make our way back to the weapons mod now and see if we can get anything good. So it looks like there's not a lot of good upgrades. So we can only have acid mods added to either the plasma coil or the meteor gun. I don't think this is really worth it for the spider glove. So I think I will do it for plasma coil.
This weapon has a lock-on mod. Hold both L2 and R2 to lock on to enemies.
I just realized that I just buy the wrong upgrade by accident. I have no idea. Guess we'll see later. And now it's time to go back to the Megacorp Games and finishing the impossible challenge. Now that we have a lot of weapons, I shouldn't run out of ammo and be too stressed about losing, so we'll see. Okay, so we're back at the arena, and hopefully we can meet the impossible challenge. And the other last thing I kind of want to look into is the ship upgrades. I'm assuming, as they discussed earlier, the defenses for the factory might be overwhelming. So I assume that hints that we're gonna have one more ship, let's say Gauntlet. But in the meantime, I'll see if I have enough Raritanium to upgrade the ship, but for now let's just jump into the impossible challenge. So I'm not gonna really feature the full challenge because it's literally just destroying or getting through each round, nothing special. There probably might be a boss at some point, but other than that, I think this should be pretty straightforward, so I'll just cut to whichever key points there is. So here we go. Alright. So I've been attempting this several times already, and one thing that happened in every attempt is I think I've been encountering a small bug that sometimes the enemies do not spawn, or maybe something happened to the enemies that they are not detectable, so I couldn't attack them. And so unfortunately I cannot finish this challenge at the moment, and that's okay.
See ya.
We're just gonna move on. But I guess while we're moving back to the ship and I guess going to the final planet, some final thoughts on that is I also at one attempt clipped through the cage match area, so that was interesting. But I'm not gonna show it in the recording because I think that's just kind of unnecessary. But anyway, one tip I have for the impossible challenge, if it doesn't bug out like that, is using the black sheepinator. It's actually extremely useful because it uses no ammo. The enemies will prioritize attacking the black sheeps, and the black sheeps also explode. So that's quite useful. And so again, I'm really disappointed that I couldn't do the impossible challenge like I planned. If I were to beat it, I would have gotten the 250,000 bolt armor to kind of just prep for the final planet, or at least I think this is the final planet. But regardless, let's just jump right into this next bit.